Bogićević, Tijana, Belgrade to Boston to the world. Y'all, Serbia just sang during her first rehearsal and we need to talk about it. But where is Debin? Have you seen him?
Debin at wiwibloggs.com.
We always have one in the back pocket, y'all. Are you ready? Let's do this! Tijana has just sung In Too Deep and she was getting real deep in the water, y'all. She is wearing white and there are bubbles in the background. There's a huge LED swirling floor. That's a very effective shot. Unfortunately for me, it comes a little late. There is a nice build-up, but then things get a bit bland of her just kind of standing and singing in white with a blue backdrop. They bring in a male dancer who shows off his abs of steel. He's wearing a button-up that is deliberately unbuttoned, adding a bit of visual intrigue. But I think you shouldn't have to rely on a male dancer's stomach to make your act interesting. There needs to be a bit more, a bit sooner, a bit more immediate. However, vocally she improved with each take. On the whole, this is much better than I anticipated, because this hasn't been one of my favorite songs. So I think she elevated.
I'm the opposite. I think the song is better than the staging because the song was maybe not in my quite 10 but pushing into the top 10 at least. And in the staging, they were tweaking it ever so slightly because at the start, the first take it was kind of black and white, then they introduced blues and greens and it's very tame. She's supposed to be in too deep and it's in too deep in the song before we see the whirlpool. Before that she's just kind of putting her arms out and doing different things and going down like that.
Yes, going down.
To her vajayjay as you called it.
Yeah.
And yeah, and she's there singing away and there's no connection with the viewer at home. And then when the dancer arrives, she doesn't give him any time at all. She's just singing there, looking anywhere but at the dancer, and there's no connection. And then at the end, he's swirling around. It's very effective near the end, but it comes way too late, where he's swirling around in a whirlpool and the camera shots from above and you see him and it looks very effective. And then she grabs him, but she doesn't even look at him when she grabs him. Like, there's no connection.
She's got a husband, front to back.
I think that they do a very good job of telling the story of the song in the last 2 minutes, in the last minute of it, but the first 2 minutes I don't get anything really. I mean, the dancer is sort of writhing around on the floor, obviously meant to be trapped in this whirlpool, but you don't see it until about 15 seconds after he starts doing it, which means that there's no real connection. To a normal viewer, it just looks like he's writhing on the floor in pain, really, like he's got bad gas or something. But actually, I do like the song, and she did improve quite a lot vocally as each run through went through, and the opening particularly improved. The first run through it was black and white, and then they just went to this nice backdrop. She's barely lit, but it's a very soft kind of soft feature light kind of, and that really works. There's definitely improvements to be made. I think some of the camera work is a little bit off at the moment. Definitely they need to show the whirlpool earlier, but as a show opener, I think it does okay. It's not as immediate as Robin Bengtsson, but I still think that Serbia haven't necessarily harmed themselves here. They just have something to build on for the next rehearsal.
I just keep thinking of a tampon commercial with all the white. I think of Serena Williams selling Kotex.
Clearly we've been watching a different show. This is a fantastic opening to semi-final 2. It just kicks it off with a bang. I seriously disagree that entries need to be, you know, oh, this needs to come in early. This is Le Ballet de la Baie. Seriously. The magic moments unfold in this performance.
Name 3.
Okay. Starting with, you spin me, and she arches her back.
So she's got a bad back.
No. Fierce.
That's just a ibuprofen.
Second magic moment, the hues of green, which just kind of underline the blue, giving this special technicolor effect.
Green is a color found throughout the world.
Honey, wait for it. And then there is a moment when that water effect is kind of whirling, and this dancer is just kind of running. Fierce.
Having a seizure.
Listen, the bottom line is, I draw a lot of positivity from this. Vocally, she is soft. Then she's got texture. This is really good. Producers, really have foresight that they can make this the opening number, they're on point. You guys are in for a treat.
I think Iralasco fans are in for a treat. If they saw Walk on Water, it's very similar vibes. The LED is completely different, but it's basically a woman singing kind of a drum and bass track with an interpretive dancer, and the woman doesn't move much and he dances around her, which was what Iralasco did.
A member of press just walked in with a 2-liter of beer. Sorry, I just...
But listen, there's an instrumental folklore bit, you know, da, 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 and it just takes you
That is a
back.
nice part.
Actually, I disagree, because that part is a bit where she's doing a bit of choreography, but it's not enough. It feels like they're both like she's just kind of like going, and it just needs. It's soft, and I get that, and this is a song that has peaks and troughs, definitely. But I think that maybe just something a bit more, because it just looks a bit bland. I think they need another camera cut there or something, because at the moment, I completely appreciate how much you love the song, but I just feel like there is. That moment loses me a little bit, and then it gets me back.
I feel like I just left a Chinese restaurant. You know, I'm still hungry. I'm like, I paid for all that food and I ate it, but I'm still hungry and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Can I just say also that this was a song that I was lukewarm at first, and this has
You were very lukewarm.
we know.
and this has improved significantly for me. If there's any real criticism I have, is that they are harmony issues. I'm surprised none of you have touched on that.
The mixing with the backing
Yeah.
vocals was
That's
problematic.
been a recurring thing.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily
nearly
think
everyone.
it's the acts. I think it's something with the production team or maybe even the transmission feed into the press room, but they will no doubt improve that. In any case, that is what we think. What do you think? Is Tijana in too deep or is she treading shallow musical waters? You can let us know here on wiwibloggs.
Please like.
Subscribe.
And add your comments, honey.
And we'll see you later.
Bye.